Guys, today we're watching a TVZ. I am Silvertone, and this is Life on the Ladder.
Alright, here it is. Here it is. We have a TVZ, as Silvertone stated. It is a Masters versus Masters, so we're going to see some pretty dank shit tonight. It's going to be pretty good. I'm excited for this. Are you, Silver?
Yeah, I am really hoping to learn something. Playing both Terran and Zerg right now as my main races. So, as I'm struggling a lot more with Terran, I'm going to be focusing on our blue player, Angora. But I'm also excited to learn something from the Masters player, Zeke. I really am making up my own meta as we go. So I'm hoping to see how close or far away I am from playing quite like a player like Zeke.
Yeah, I love Terran. I've been playing Terran a lot. Been playing Zerg, not as much. Pretty much Terran and Protoss right now. I want to main Terran, but I just want to make myself do it. I've always wanted to play Terran. I've always wanted to be like the Terran, but I've never just said screw it. It's like Protoss is just like that girlfriend that you used to have and you know so well, and she knows you so well. And you guys share so many things in common. So you go back to her. So that's how Protoss is with me. I can't cut her off. But yeah, it should be pretty interesting.
Addicted,
I'm excited to see what they got.
You're addicted.
Yeah.
Angora, though, opening up pretty much as you would expect. CC, Barracks, Refinery, nothing out of the norm. Wouldn't be surprised to see 2 more Barracks. That's what I've seen so far as the most common build. Maybe just 1 more Barracks and then a Factory. We saw that a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we have.
Possibly a 1-1-1. I would not put 1-1-1 or directly into 2 factories out of your mind.
No, I'm actually intrigued at the fact. I think he's going to go fast factory because he did do an SCV scout. He does see that Zeke wants to go for this gas. Zeke going for pretty fast gas into a Roach Warren. Oh wow.
Yeah, skips speed completely, guys. So for you Zergs out there who are wondering how to open up without speed against Terran, pay close attention. We'll try to not miss any details here. Usually you'd get hit by a Reaper, possibly some Hellions, and you want to have speed out for those types of scenarios, possibly even just some early Marines. A nice block here on the 3rd hatchery, 2 drones getting involved. Only 1 needed though, as it's going to go now, a little bit delayed by Angora. Red, I gotta stop saying really. I am excited to find out exactly what Zeke chooses to do with this. Mind you, almost like less than 3 minutes 3rd hatchery. That's a base per minute right now.
Yes, it is. And he takes these gas geysers. He takes his, 2 and 3 gas geysers. He doesn't mine out of the 3rd one. He's mining out of both of the. He has 1 drone in one of them, but he's mining out of he pulls out of the gas again. So this is very technical. He has down to a science how much gas he wants, and he's building his. I don't think is he building roaches now?
No roaches yet. No, he's going for layer. I think he wants roach speed. Well, it'll be interesting to see when he starts to roach. Like, will he when he begins to roach? The verb to roach.
To roach.
But it looks like the layer's gonna pop. He's gonna get the roach speed started. Oh my god, there's a Nidus Worm down for Zeke right now. No roach speed yet on the way. He's got to start roaching immediately because he's going to want to use that Nidus Worm as fast as possible. Remember, the new Nidus Worm cannot be stopped until it's out. It actually gets the full chance to pop out. You can't just kill it with SCVs before it enters your base and penetrates your life.
Yeah, so he already has an Overlord in position, 2 Overlords in position, actually. He has 1 over here towards the natural and 1 potentially outside of the main, getting both of them ready to rock. He has gone back into the gas patch with the Zerg player, and is now sending roaches into that Nidus Worm and preparing to set up the Nidus network.
Yeah, the roach count right now is 9. SCVs pulled, 2 Marines involved. They're ready and waiting for that Nidus Worm to pop out. Remember, it's got to get out. A few roaches will at least be out. He's going to actually let them out on top of the Nidus, not aimed at all. Nidus going to go down, but it looks like 9 roaches going to pop out. Ridiculous, says Angora. Not enough units, no GG, leaves the game. And guys, we can learn something huge. We can learn something huge from this game. It's actually not about how hyped this game was but the fact that you can pick a build directly out of this game.
Yes, you can. So as you saw, that was actually like, oh my god, that was actually like really insane. Like the Terran couldn't stop it. Like I'm literally like kind of like whoa right now because I'm like thinking like when I see things immediately, I think of how I would deal with it, and I'm literally like as a Terran player, I'd be like, fuck, I guess I just pull SCVs and try to hold. He's going to kill a lot of shit. And then even on top of that, Zeke is not in a bad position. He has his third. Like he has the third. I mean, the larva's there. The potential for more larva's there. The potential for more money is there. It's not like he's investing anything. He's just saturating it. So it's just like this build. I mean, the Terran does have a third as well, but he's going to lose so many and has already lost so many workers. So I'm like, wow.
It's almost like free damage. Like,
yeah.
Let me ask you this question, and because I'm sure it's something we should clarify, and I don't want to just say it outright. What do you think this build punishes in particular?
It punishes anybody who plays mech.
Anybody who plays mech, because mech wouldn't be
wouldn't
be ready in time.
No, mech is like there are two versions of mech right now. There is the what is it called? Jesus Christ, the unit. Oh my god. What is it called? I can click on the structure and tell. No, well, actually, the game's over. The unit that has the long range.
The Cyclone.
There's ridiculous, right? Cyclone. There's the Cyclone version where you go Cyclone first, right? And there's the old school style mech where you go Siege Tank. In both versions, you are basically trying to, as a mech player, you're trying to play for a secure third. At a secure third, the game officially begins. And you're like, Red, why does it officially begin at a third base? Well, that's because as a mech player, you need one thing and one thing only, and that's gas. With the 5th and 6th gas guys, are pretty much like Protoss. Your economy becomes stable enough to like get you the army that you want, and like get it like at a decent amount of time or at a decent rate. Off of 4 gases, it's like you can afford a few mech units. I mean, at every production cycle, it's like you're burning as much gas as you're spending, and it's not like a surplus. So, as a mech, if you go mech against this, you maybe have like this is 4 minutes and 56 seconds. 4 minutes and 56 seconds. You maybe have like a few cyclones, a siege tank, maybe a few widow mines, maybe a banshee. As you saw, maybe a banshee, right? Maybe a banshee, but the banshee will only work if there's no queens, and there's a queen. The banshee will only work if there's no queens. And you're like, oh, Red, well, he can kill the queens if he has cloak. That's true. But then what about the banshee shooting the queen, right? Or is trying to deal with the queen? But look at all these free units that will rain hell upon his base.
Yeah, even if the banshee is free to rain hell on the roaches, there's 9 of them, and you're going to get quite a few SEV kills. I think bare minimum you're going to do some damage.
Yeah, so I think like this build will completely... Like, look at the timing. This is 5 minutes.
5 minutes into the game. This is 5 minutes, 3 bases, a decent amount of roaches, and a queen popping up into the Terran's base. I want to show how this game looks one more time, just to show anyone who's wondering a few details about the build. I don't know. This is a Masters player, guys, so this is not GM. This is not Pro. We're not talking about a perfect build. We're talking about a build that will hit a Terran, and in my opinion, punish a Terran who gets any kind of early third without making a decent-sized army first.
Yeah.
So we have our third base here. It is not, mind you, not mined. Being mined from. Not saturated, no drones down there. Using it specifically for production, and not just for production, but it's done so that he can macro out of this attack. This could just do some damage. It is mostly just a pressure. It's not totally all in, though I wouldn't say that it's pretty committal. It's not all in, though.
No, not at this state of the game. I mean, against Terran, like, definitely, okay, it would be all in if the Terran was on 2 bases and crushes this.
Right.
Like, it comes in his base, he's like, haha, I kid, haha.
And then counters, right.
And just, like, destroys it, and just doesn't one and destroys your face. Then it's an all-in. But, like, with this third command center tells Zeke, especially if he saw it, that this attack is for sure going to do damage.
Right. If
will
you have a
do
third
some type
CC
of
by
damage.
now, you have not spent 400 minerals on units. Or
Yeah.
upgrades, or production. I definitely can get in there. You can see the swarm that's out. I don't think any roaches went down that battle. Mind you, he didn't have much of a battle because he GG'd pretty early into it. But all of the SCVs, let's see how many SCVs. 17 SCVs killed in that game.
Wow. Wow.
So
This is like
so
wow.
damn, I just added the SCV rush overlay for a second. You guys got to pay attention to these specific details. No Ling speed. He skips Ling speed. He kind of takes the gamble towards a 3-base Nidus. So he gets the layer, does not get Roach speed. So once again, not committing to Roaches, just making 9. He makes 9 Roaches, has 4 gases, I believe, and no Ling speed, no Roach speed, directly to layer, Nidus Swarm. As soon as the Nidus Swarm goes down, that's when you start your Roaches.
Yeah.
Nidus Swarm pops, then you start. Nidus Swarm is put down. Start your Roaches. Nidus Swarm pops. Put the Roaches in. Continue to make Roaches. He made 9. I'm not sure if he would have made more, but if the attack is working, you can always continue to make more. If you want to drone behind it, you can drone behind it. So he made Roaches and Lings. Sent 1 queen. Make sure you make that queen drop a creep tumor, because that's the icing on the cake.
Yes, it is.
Literally.
That means you're like, oh, red. That means that you can now take over that base. If creep is going in that Terran's base, that means you can build spines. That means you can build spores. Spines and spores are so hard to deal with early game for any race.
Even if he cleans it up, he's got to burn scans or make turrets or a raven to pick up on the tumors to clear creep out of his base. Like, it's just one more annoying thing. It's like having overlords dumping creep, except it costs a scan instead of just some time.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
But yeah, guys, that was Zeke versus Angora. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope we analyzed it for far enough. And I hope you subscribe, drop a like, leave a comment, and tune in next time, I guess, to Life on the Ladder.
Yeah, take care, guys. Have a wonderful evening.